What's up, YouTube? Blaze here, and I'm back with another reaction video. Okay, for today's video, I'm going to be continuing the series Hunter the Parenting. Okay, I'm going to be basically doing this in chronological order, so... Oh yeah. And the next is Chapter 1.1. One can Kitten and
It's all over the floor.
Big D's primer on supernatural and local folklore. Like I said, I'm going to do Hunter the Parenting in chronological order. And I figured a lot of people were hinting to request that, considering how good my video on Chapter 1's been doing. I hope you guys are ready. I know I am. Let's go!
Oh, what a beautiful morning to... Who the fuck is in my kitchen? Oh,
Good morning, City. Good morning, Sword.
Sword, what? Oh, this old thing.
Oh, I'm pretty sure poor kitten and probably just messed himself.
Sorry. I thought you were the landlord.
I own this house. We don't have a landlord.
Oh, so that makes you the landlord, parasite. Well, in either case, good morning, mighty almost child. I have a request.
Put the sword away and I can see what I can do.
Capital. Consider it done.
Throws away sword.
Son-in-law, my body yearns for my special omelet. Can you make it for me?
Sure. Do you have a recipe?
I'll command the instructions to enter the brain with my powerful voice.
Yeah, alright, just need to mix boy's egg milk. Oh, shit! Do we have any jam left?
We are out. I'll have to go get more when I next go grocery snatching.
God, Marcus won't eat his porridge without jam.
Oh, what a child! He wants his porridge, but only with jam. He'll eat the beans, but not the sprouts. He wants his leek soup, but with absolutely no Marmite!
Such a baby.
He is literally a baby! My baby, precious little small child! Oh my god, he is so small and adorable!
Smallest.
No wonder why those two get along with it. No wonder why Big D and Kitten get along with each other so well.
Possible child.
Small, perfect child! Ah,
He's not going to eat this porridge.
absolutely not. But he'll gobble up Brancaster muscles like it's his goddamn birthright.
True.
Norfolk has corrupted my son. He would never eat marine mush before a return to these accursed reaches. Does he even know what happens in the ocean? I don't. It's terrifying. Put the mussels on his porridge.
I'm sorry, what did you want for your omelette?
All right, so take the D eggs and whisk them in a bowl.
D eggs?
Duck eggs.
Does
Duck.
the D in Big D stand for duck?
I will remind you that I own illegal firearms.
Right, sorry. Of course. Wait, there's no milk, I think.
No, it's in the bag.
What? Oh. Isn't this unpasteurized?
Louis Pasteur was a fascist in line with the New World Order.
Incomprehensible.
I am turning the newspaper page.
You know, after living on the road for 10 years, I could imagine settling down in Norfolk must have felt quite cramped.
Cramped? No! The earth beneath us thrusts to the planet's heart, dear boy. Its air and heaven stretch past our reckoning, windows to a fathomless beyond.
Oh. Not the answer I expected.
Beautiful child. Even in the smallest of places, entire worlds may exist. If not in one's surroundings, then behind another's eye. It is only cramped if you lack vision.
Wow.
Okay.
Deep thinking.
Only as deep as the ooze water at Yarmouth's Pirates Cove Adventure Golf Course! These are the things skimmed from the froth of my incredible mind, son. If there were any justice in this world, they would be foundational philosophies by now. Nevertheless, I will begin construction of the omelette sauce.
Well, wait, can't I do that?
I just do not trust you with this. Focus on the omelette.
Oh.
Put in those carbon rods, the ones on the second drawer to the right.
Yeah, I was wondering what we were going to do with those. Also, God, the water in Pirates Cove. It always looked so artificial. Like someone had an idea of what water looked like and tried to make it from scratch, but stopped at the color blue, only got halfway there.
Oh, really? Ever looked into it?
The water?
Yes.
Well, as you said, it's all grotty and blue.
No, boy, the story behind the water.
Not particularly.
Okay.
And I don't think they'd tell anyone if they, did have a story.
Loose lips sink ships on Pirates Cove. Eh? It could be the work of various different creatures.
Creatures? When you say that, do you actually just mean the club head or the groundskeeper?
Club head.
Well-
The groundkeeper. What
well-
silent macabre horrors you have in this nation.
Okay, so...
We shall hunt them down!
Okay. Just for context, well, of course, Big D is pretty much the embodiment of every red-blooded American. And with particular IQ level. So it makes sense given how Big D was basically American. He's not used to the whole thing with England.
The Norfolk County Golf Union might find that divisive.
Oh, child, there is not a golfer alive I cannot kill. Oh, pour some sulfur in there just to get that tang going. Good.
How's your omelette sauce coming?
Oh, it's a simple thing. 1 tablespoon tomato paste, 1 tablespoon honey, water, sauerkraut, ketchup, tonkatsu, a bit of RBMK reactor core graphite to taste.
Bit of what?
Ketchup.
That's a bit off, innit?
No! Oh, that reminds me. I heard about your little story. The one about the fiddler and the monk.
Did you?
I did. Thoroughly charming. Tell me, though, are there any similar stories surrounding Great Yarmouth? Or, hell, anywhere around Old East Anglia, as the natives call it?
Oh, of course! It's a whole bloody legendarium. Anything in particular that strikes your fancy?
My mind can devour all in this world. Spectres, witches, werewolves, giraffes. I want it all.
Well, they got giraffes at Africa Alive Safari.
What?
Let me have a think.
I shall drink caffeine.
Alright, I've got a good one to start off. For the ghost side of things, one of my favourites is the bizarre tale of the Haysborough torso.
Oh, that sounds absolutely inane! Continue.
So, over on the east coast, almost at the border between Great Yarmouth and North Norfolk, there's this little village called Haysborough, right?
How's that spelled?
Happpisb. U-R-G-H.
Your people's rejection of your own language is inspiring.
Fun being as it's true.
I will kill the queen. But yes, I am aware of that wretch's hamlet. We lived in the caravan park for a month before this fucking ham of a man banned us from the public bathrooms. Can you believe it?
Why did he do that?
I do not wish to get into it. I divorced him the week prior and it was fucked. It is time for the race.
This omelette has rice?
Fear not, 'tis my burden. You can go ahead and shred in some cheese and chlorine, please. Both are beneath us.
Well, okay. So, the torso. A little south of Haysborough, about half a mile from that caravan park, there's an intersection between three roads. In the midst lies a small, grassy triangle, quaint in its size, with not much to offer.
I immediately assume that it is a spectre, vampire, or gobloid creature turned into a walking abomination that is in fact trying to kill...
We're just crossing the roads right now.
Road is what my bus drives on!
Yes. Well, at this small triangular junction, there once was a well. And, well...
Well?
Well... The well isn't doing so well, because it's not there anymore.
Damn it! If only I had been there in time!
There is a reason for this. Well Corner, 'twas called, back in the 1800s. For years, local men, farmers and such, made terribly frightening reports of a strange figure wandering up the main street of the small town. At first, based on his bulbous silhouette, they believed he was injured or hunchbacked, an old man walloping through the night.
Okay.
But upon a close inspection made by those few brave enough to get close, it was made readily apparent that this hunchback was the figure's nearly severed head, bobbling behind him, hanging from threads that were the remains of his neck.
Talk about a pain in the
Yeah. This same figure also appeared to lack legs.
Again, my motion is broken. How could he walk around with no legs?
I don't know. Ghost reasons, I assume? Anyway, he walked...
Don't people know that ghosts can levitate and float? That's how it works most of the time. They don't walk like normal people.
Wore a sailor suit.
Sea legs, carry on.
He wore a sailor suit and held what looked like a saggy old sack clutched to his chest, desperately making way towards a particular destination. Well Corner. This figure could be seen for days, then weeks, after report upon report, sighting after sighting. Eventually the villagers decided that enough was enough. Something had to be done. They settled on a plan. The shambling thing had of course been seen on its trail, leading all the way up to the well, where then the thing would throw the sack down into its depths, only to soon follow suit, crawling down into the murky old well.
Okay.
The locals knew that there was only one way to properly investigate. So, they sent a poor Dutchman, who just so happened to be smaller than their average, down by a rope into the black well to investigate. Down went the brave Dutchman late one evening, tense with fear, the murky waters still beneath him. The horror thick in the air, with the notion that the silence could break at any moment with the sound of something waterlogged that is not meant to speak. This, until at last, the Dutchman hung above the waters, and with a hook pushed down into the darkness, came upon something. Quickly, upon his call, they fished up first the Dutchman, then a large brown mass from the bottom. It was a bag.
Oh.
One within which they found the mangled remains of 2 legs.
Ooh, I should hope they drained that bloody well.
Oh, of course they did. In its place, they even installed a new pump, and strangely, the sighting ceased after that.
Really? Just from that?
Yeah. But the very pump was actually removed some years after that.
And?
And the villagers once again reported awful groaning deep into the night. By all accounts, the ghost had returned until at last the pump was reinstalled.
That doesn't make much sense.
Ghosts in general don't make much sense?
Nonsense! They make perfect sense. It's just a sense we don't yet grasp.
You think so?
My boy, all things are ordered and explicable. Even chaos hearkens to the beat of unseen principles. There is no true randomness, merely spontaneous whimsy. Flowers wilt, waters...
Kind of makes me wonder if it was like a murder victim that was killed and dismembered. Oh.
flow, aortic valves implode, vampires suck, but never for no reason.
That's a surprising outlook, sir. I always thought you looked at the supernatural world with more, well, wonder, I guess?
Boy, I ought to smack you, but I love you, so instead I flip.
Oh god, you cracked my glasses.
Order and wonder go hand in hand. Whether decoding chaos or indulging in its whimsy, the world around us is a ceaseless den of darkness and delight. Just as there is joy in understanding a facet of it, there is equal joy in knowing there is more to discover. The quest goes ever on, Sancho, and whether windmill or giant, my lance strikes forward.
Of course, Di Quixote.
Ha! Now then, this torso. He seems like an odd chap. Let's evaluate his authenticity.
Oh?
Most spirits tend to be tied to objects, ones that linger from their past lives.
Okay.
I believe the common vernacular is fetters.
Well, perhaps the well itself was a fetter.
Perhaps. You see, to destroy a fetter often destabilizes a ghost, turns them hostile. Like Marcus and his silly game station.
He was really torn up after you crushed it with a hammer.
It defied my will and was summarily punished. Next time, Marcus should share a fairer interest with me.
Look, Mario Party is unfair for everyone.
It should be the least unfair for me!
It can be if you play Peach.
Everyone cheated but Big D. Next time, Big D cheat.
Casual.
Yeah, something more casual, like diplomacy or the game of Ur. In either case, it's why so many ghosts act cagey when you traipse into their homes. You're essentially defiling their remaining memories of mortal life.
Well, despite how wild and obtuse Big D is, he's not completely wrong. Especially considering how I like to look into the paranormal side of things from time to time. Maybe I should do that on this channel eventually.
It's typically unwise to disturb them, and even worse when those places are destroyed.
I see. And since the well is gone now?
Yes, you'd expect sightings to soar. However, it is also thought geists can find some form of peace through these fetters. Perhaps our sailor friend was a native of the village. He may have yearned for clean water in his dying moments at sea, or as a youth in Happisburg, or some such. Happisburg, Hatesburg, whatever your evil devil village is called. It's pure conjecture, but mayhaps in bringing it to his village, he made peace with his death, before he went to heaven.
Which explains why he only came back after the pump was removed.
Right on the money! Though, of course...
Although, I believe most of the spirits of lost souls aren't always condemned to the fires of perdition. Unless, of course, they were evil people. But you never know. Honestly, I think that sailor might have found peace and went to heaven.
It's just as likely that this ghost was a Happisburg hoax to get the government to replace an old pump.
Or perhaps a story shared by bandits and criminals to keep roads clear at night. In the book I read, they suggested the chap was a smuggler of some such, likely murdered in a quarrel with his own
Not his own quarrel will get him. You know, it's always the quarrel you don't see that gets you. That was a funny joke. I taught it to Marcus.
Right, sorry. Likely murdered in a quarrel with his own comrade.
Ah, who can say? Truths like these are hidden for a reason. For mankind to bring them hissing, screaming into the light, for all to behold.
Right inspired.
Yeah, unless you can find evidence or proof, there's always just going to be speculation. And whether or not there's going to be any merit to whether it's real or not.
Sir. Speaking of, could I ask how you know any of this?
I once entered an abandoned hotel in L.A. A ghost threw a phone at me. I have studied their ways ever since. Try not, damn you! Do not mock me, Philistines! I'll kill you, necromancer! I'll kill all of you! Ah! I'll break a neck bone in your body, you boxer!
Do you want to hear more Norfolk urban legends?
Of course!
Cool! Well, let's see, there's loads to cover. Black Shuck, the Norfolk Priest Holes, the Witch of East Somerston.
Ooh, a spooky witch!
Sure, we'll go with that one. Long ago, in the 15th century, a mysterious peg-legged woman was accused by the local clergy of witchcraft. While this was naturally a barbarous practice...
That shit was crazy!
While we know those accused of witchcraft were innocent, the Witch of East Somerston, for reasons we'll get into, was perhaps not. While proof of her deeds have been lost to the ages, stories abound of her sorcerous ways. And for this, she was seized and buried alive beneath St. Mary's Church in the little village of East Somerton. However, unfortunately for the church, this would prove to be their last mistake, for a witch's ire is rarely spurned.
Yeah.
When the ground was cleared for her burial, she only laughed as the dirt covered her shackled body. Laughed and laughed as she was entombed within the soil, and she could be heard no more. The priests and congregated hunters celebrated their victory, until her peg leg was seen, jutting out of the ground. First a mere shaft of wood, then a sprouting log, and then a great and mighty oak tree, which shattered the church and turned it to ruins. The husk of her victory can still be seen today, and it's still thought, should you be foolish enough, that you might wake her yet with the utterance of her true name.
Oh,
Got him!
Excuse me?
She got him!
I suppose she did.
Ah, classic!
You gonna expand on that?
Nope, or so I think the story is fake.
Well, sir, I've taken you for many things, but never a skeptic.
Come on, it doesn't make any sense! I mean, why would the Christians bury this woman in the middle of their church? What, do they just dig up the floors in the middle of Mass, slap her in?
The story might not be entirely literal. They could have just buried her in the lower levels. I mean, the oak is there, that's a fact at least.
I still disagree.
Why?
Mainly because it contradicts me.
At least you're honest.
Though, I will say, your fake story does have all the markings of a witch's dastardly death hex.
Assuming it isn't fake, of course.
Of course.
I admit I don't know much about death hexes or witches and the like.
I explain. Wizards and stuff, yeah?
Yeah.
They can die if you shoot them.
Cool.
This is always a bad idea. Please watch out. Alert, 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 alert.
Point taken!
The reason for this is the death curse. It's this thing where...
They curse you in death?
Correct. And usually to death.
yeah.
It doesn't happen every time you smite a witch or wizard, but often enough that it's very dangerous to attempt.
Oh, bloody hell. So you mean to say if there's an evil wizard running around, we can't do anything about it?
Of course you can. Wizards are nerds you can easily punch.
Oh, good.
But to be safe, make sure you aren't seen. Or heard. Or known to them at all before killing them instantly, or else your brain will be turned into a cornered cob, and this is a fact.
Oh, well, as scary as killing one is, at least they're not so hard otherwise.
Oh, actually, they can warp reality with their wheels and brains.
What?
Yeah, near infinite power to alter creation.
Oh. Man, and I thought Kevin was bad.
The great and mighty Kevin was formidable. But indeed, were he a true magi, I doubt he'd have survived your encounter.
Our encounter? What about you?
Oh, I'd have been fine.
I admire your optimism, but I remember you barely, surviving Kevin.
Yeah, I think your brain might be wrong.
How would it be any different if Kevin were more
Here
powerful?
we go.
Really, son-in-law? Do you honestly think your old man would dive headlong into the cave without a few tricks up his sleeve?
Do you want the honest answer?
No! Now be a good boy and add more garlic powder.
Sure thing, Sir D.
More.
Sure thing.
So more!
Sure thing, Sir D.
Now tell me something else.
What?
Tell me about something else.
Well, there's always our most classic tale. The mysterious red-eyed dog of East Anglia, Black Shuck.
Ooh, you have my incredibly variable attention.
Okay. Here we
Black
go.
Shuck is a mysterious creature. Tales of its appearances date back to at least the 1500s, but probably stretch even further. Stories of a pitch-black hound with dreadful red eyes whose glow portends calamity and misery.
A little similar to a banshee, then, eh?
I suppose so, but banshees are more direct. The howl of a banshee is meant to reflect an imminent demise and is thought to be a spirit of the dead or some kind of fae or something. Shuck is different. For instance,
Okay.
in 1577, Shuck was said to have appeared before a large congregation at the Holy Trinity Church. Shattering through the doors in a clap of thunder, Shuck's appearance befuddled and terrified the congregation. Pitilessly, Shuck strode to the nave, ripping a man and child to shreds where they stood.
Oh.
The crowd stood agape before the steeple of the church collapsed down upon them all.
How curious. Now, this is an exciting story.
Oh, well, it gets even better. That very same night, there was a reported sighting in St. Mary's Church. A different St. Mary's, one in Bungay. Black Shuck again interrupted a congregation, this time in a burst of flame. He launched through the crowd, inciting panic and delirium before brushing against two curious individuals in the midst of prayer.
Ooh, the anticipation is killing me.
Before those same two suddenly fell dead like marionettes with broken strings.
Yes, yes, yes! My boy, I am going to kick this dog!
Pardon?
Oh, son-in-law, surely you see, this little hellhound is causing a commotion, a ruckus, killing people, eating souls, probably barking, which means it's a victimless crime to experiment on him!
Not to dampen your mood, Dee, but, this all happened in the 1500s.
Time means nothing! There is not a statute of limitations on being a goblin.
He's a dog?
Yes, whatever that is.
Well, I suppose there are modern sightings, though they're far less dramatic.
Oh?
Yeah, usually people getting spooked and being like, "Oh no, mate, that's Black Shuck, innit?" And it is, and yeah, that's the story there, it's kind of lame.
Propaganda!
What?
It sounds like propaganda. Perhaps there is a network of these dogs.
What?
A network of dogs running a joint venture to keep the common man quiet about dog crime and dog poker.
What?
And the only dogs I know to do crime are the werewolves.
What? Oh. Wait, hang on, you know about werewolves?
My boy, if there is a supernatural pest on this planet, you can assume I have bested it at least once. Remind me to tell you about my mummy adventure sometime.
Mummy?
Oh, second hand, don't. You're British.
Okay, I know the English government has a history of plunder and thievery, but the British Museum can't steal your funny mummy moment.
Presume nothing! Also, national insurance papers!
What? Why?
The power of true names run eternal, even enmeshed in code! So, evil dog.
This is a lot to pack in, and you've barely even given me werewolf facts.
Werewolves, that's right! Well, randomly attacking churchgoers certainly fits their MO, or at least in the period.
Wait, really?
Oh, yeah. For much of their history, werewolves have been insane neo-pagan theocrat berserkers.
Okay.
You say much of their history. What about now?
These days, they're more like insane neo-pagan theocrat berserkers.
Ah, natch.
But some of them go on the computer. And in my experience, those ones are typically far better adjusted. Which is ironic, considering the computer is the devil.
Who'd have thunk it?
I'd have thunk it. But then that's cheating, because I already knew. But there are things that line up and don't line up about Black Shuck as a werewolf.
Oh, do tell.
For one, the more recent sightings tend to be rather uneventful, correct?
Mostly. A lot of people just seeing him, maybe something unlucky happens afterwards. Links to disappearances from time to time, but nothing so dramatic as murders in the middle of mass.
It could be that this werewolf, or possibly werewolves, has simply learned how to better cover their tracks. In the 1500s, outright attacks on religious, scientific, and mystic organizations were more common.
Okay.
It's common. These days, you need to keep a low profile to survive.
Same could be said with the
also
vampires.
the matter of modern sightings. Their banality aligns with a werewolf phenomenon known as the delirium.
Charming name.
And despite how boring these modern sightings are, and Act 1, this delirium is a side effect of the shape-shifting process. Essentially, when a werewolf enters their mighty war form, human beings tend to panic.
Well, I suppose I might panic too if a giant monster jumped out at me.
And we'll work together to break this bad habit, son-in-law. But that's not what I meant. I mean, a supernatural panic. Supposedly there's some resonance in the psyche of mankind with werewolves. This primordial hunter, blah, blah, blah. That's true anyway. But nevertheless, when a mortal witnesses a werewolf's war form, they tend to go briefly mad.
Mad how exactly?
Well, they might run away, or freeze up, or attack with insane vigor. Often their reaction depends on the strength of one's will.
So the average person flees?
And usually with no recollection of events. Worse still, it's almost impossible for normal humans to avoid, even in part. One must be either extremely strong-willed, or supernatural themselves, to avoid delirium completely.
Have you ever suffered the delirium, sir?
Oh no, I'm built different. But those without these bulging brain muscles are in for a world of hurt. I train you and the others for precisely this reason. Discipline, determination.
Okay, does anyone even want to know what his definition of built different is? Because I can think of a couple of ideas.
Oh my god, I'm losing my chance for a 3D alliteration! Oh god, help me! Destrucity! That's the word.
Last word's a bit of a stretch, mate.
Ah! Ow! These are the things I instill within you with my relentless chicanery.
Is that why you ruined Marcus's 12th birthday by dressing as the Goblin?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Wow.
Yes.
That was really traumatic to him. In RS, he exclusively levels his combat stats killing goblins.
Then the student has become the master. I'm so proud. Anyway, hey, don't fight a werewolf, by the way.
Yeah, I heard they're tough. But with how well we did in the tunnels against those vampires, I'm confident that...
No,
What?
you aren't ready to fight a werewolf, son-in-law.
Yeah.
Again. The fledglings we fought were fearsome, yes, but a werewolf... Listen well. Werewolves are killing machines. They are supernatural soldiers fighting a war we barely understand. Do not fight them.
I'll take your warning to heart, sir. what if we're forced to?
Their weakness is silver, due to their combat with the moon. Silver bullets, silver knives, use them. Focus on evasion and trickery. When they're at their most dangerous, they're at their most feral. Blind them, distract them. Trust your wits, not your fists.
Right. I understand.
Good. Because it's omelette time!
Shit, I forgot the omelette! It's burning!
Fear not! It's just the way I like it.
Wow.
Go, and now the sauce.
Is it supposed to smell more like egg than eggs do?
Yep.
Why are you putting it in the blender?
Oh, to blend it. Yes, sir. Big D's home-style omelette. Okay. Sulfuric acid.
You're not eating that, right?
Silly boy. I would probably die or throw up. No, this is for our illustrious guest, the great and mighty Kevin.
Ah, I understand. Wait, there are way easier ways to make acid. I understand nothing.
It's the principle of the thing. Besides, Kevin is a vampire. They can't eat food. By mixing the acid with food, it makes it even more unpleasant.
Okay.
Is that gonna kill him?
I mean, well, I don't, I don't know. But, ideally it would come to this. This is just for torture purposes.
Somehow that's even worse.
Relax, it's actually very funny and moral. And besides, it's the threat of torture that's the most important. That old tree mare will crack like an egg before I have to use this stuff. Mark my words.
Dreaming?
Yes, that is the name of one of the vampire clans. Everyone hates them and wants them to die.
Do go on, Sir D.
Okay, for those of you who don't know, I forgot about this bit in the intro. Hunter the Parenting is a fan-based parody. He deeply involved in the world of in the lore of the World of Darkness. So it consists of lore from the Hunters to Vampire the Masquerade and Werewolf the Apocalypse.
What's the civil structure like? Are they bloodlines, families, impersonal syndicates? Do they confer abilities? What are their secrets? Are there any Norfolk clans? What are the other ones? What's an antediluvian within this context? Why does Piotr hate you?
Son-in-law! I have two cruel truths to impart upon you.
Okay.
The first is, you will need to buy a new blender.
Bollocks.
The second, vampire lore is, tricky. More than any other supernatural creature, vampires despise being unveiled. They relentlessly hunt any breach of their vaunted secrecy with organized and military precision.
Okay.
As such, though I know much, I speak little of it, and sadly, share even less.
Oh, of course, but surely you can trust your own family.
Trust has little to do with it! Say I share all that I know. Indeed, to truly destroy this foe, we must understand it. But if I do so carelessly... Notice how the conversation started. I carelessly said the word Tremere.
Yes?
If we were in public, in a restaurant, or on the street when I had said that, we would very well have to move.
That's a tad extreme.
And it is necessary. The masquerade, they call it. To wear the mask of a human. To blend in with us. To convince us their existence is but a fairy tale. Any breach in this masquerade is a threat to their very existence. For even though they are individually more powerful, they fear mankind more than anything else. They are few, and we are many. Should wider society discover their existence, man might well eradicate them. For while an especially mighty vampire could slay 100 mortals, there is a limit to their strength. Few break easily, but all break. And that is not to speak of their most hated enemy, the sun. Its ancient rays scorch even the eldest of their kind to chockled bone. Vampires cannot be rid of their great adversaries, for the sun is beyond their reckoning and humanity vital to their survival. Thus, most work to preserve their masquerade, hiding in the dark, carefully balanced upon webs of intrigue and murder. To further this end, vampires have many agents. Ghouls, they call them. Mortals grown addicted to vampiric blood. These half-men gain a whisper of their master's power in exchange for fanatical servitude. Unlike their masters, though, ghouls need not slumber by day. Their eyes are everywhere, and they watch vigilantly for the slightest breach of undead omerta. This is why we hunters are responsible for the vampire threat. We learn as much of the vampire as we can and spread it safely to ensure these parasites become the forgotten myths they pretend to be. Even this is a treacherous task, for we cannot know which parts of our collected vampiric lore are mistaken assumption, the earnest truth, or malignant propaganda.
I see.
So rest assured, I will teach you what I know, but slowly. They might not blood hunt you for knowing a word or two, but they certainly will if you know their meaning.
And what is a blood hunt?
They'll kill you for knowing what that is too. Which is dumb, because it's kind of just what it sounds like. Every vampire in the region hunting you for your blood.
Hard to figure out.
Breach not our veil of
way
secrecy. That is so silly.
Still, it'd be nice to know what we're dealing with. For instance, Pyotr flashed in and out of visibility on the security cameras, and I swear that Ape Boy gets uglier every time I see him.
Ape Boy was the Marcus of the group, right?
Absolutely.
Fuck him.
Oh yeah, fuck him.
But yes, your questions are valid. Let me say this then. Pyotr, that sludge lad?
Not the right term, is it?
Oh no, but that clan are vampire info brokers, so it's one of the scariest ones to actually know. Sludge lad is just fine for now. We're going with sludge lad. Primarily, they are known for 4 things. First, their ability to turn invisible. Some can even use vampiric magics to alter their appearance, appearing as something they're not. Second, their ability to control animals. Sludge lads are known to use legions of vermin as their eyes and ears.
In reality, Pyotr is pretty much nothing more than a Nosferatu, one of the more despised vampires within the lore of Vampire the Masquerade. Even other kindred hate the Nosferatu because they find him disgusting and repulsive.
After all, who better to eavesdrop than the rats in your wall? All the worse when they're ghouled by their undead masters and gain a smattering of their vampiric magics.
That explains your intense pest control methods.
Listen, I raised Dor on a steady diet of home-hunted spy rats, and look at him! He came out American! Isn't it awful?
And so the 3rd and 4th things?
Thing 3 is that they're ugly.
Oh.
But ugly.
Ah.
Don't pity them. Honestly, some of them make it work.
Oh, God. When he called me Loverboy, when I said he looked hideous, did Pyotr think I was hitting on him?
I can't say for sure, but also yes, definitely that was the case.
Shit!
Fear not! I will not inform my son about your tryst with the sewer child. Oh, the 4th thing. They're super strong and can juggle dumpsters.
Oh. Oh, no. We have him in a tiny cage. Is that going to hold?
Well, if he hasn't broken out, did Dor make the cage?
Maybe?
If he did, no worries. If he didn't, why didn't he?
That's true.
Okay, for those of you who don't know, Dor is a parody reference to the Primarch Dorn from the Warhammer series. And from what I could tell from what me and a friend of mine talk about when it comes to Warhammer is that Dorn takes defense extremely seriously. And making sure all defenses are built and sturdy up to his expectations.
Well, the lad could be biding his time. Or he figures he can't break through the big vault that is our cellar, so he's waiting for his chance to escape. Or
Or...
Or he could just not be very strong.
Oh. I see. Or, well, I mean, Marcus insists his kick was pretty alright.
Oh, vampires are capable of some superhuman physical feats. But he probably couldn't throw a car or whatever, drained as he is.
Good thing we stabbed them bloody, then. It seems like a pretty big weakness if their strength is beholden to their amount of blood.
Yes, being a vampire is a fine deal. Until you notice the many caveats. For instance, their strength is weakened with every generation. With each new passing of the supernatural disease that is vampirism, the power within the blood of each new child lessens. Additionally, the vampire's unique magics are like any other mundane skill. Some come intuitively, others start at different levels of expertise, but all must have time and effort put into them.
Okay.
It could be that Pyotr has simply not mastered the vampiric art of potence, or has only honed it to a slight edge.
It'd account for his performance back in the tunnels, I suppose. He seemed like he'd be tougher than he was.
His kind are sometimes brawlers, but Pyotr himself, he seems like an opportunist to the core. A straight-up fight seems out of his element. The real danger comes from which of his other skills he's applied himself to.
So, invisibility or animal control?
Him being able to disappear, even on camera, tells me his specialty might actually be invisibility. Not everyone is capable of that little hat trick. Or ugly.
Yeah, he's really honed that into an art.
I've seen ugly.
Fair enough.
In Happysboro. Shit. When are they going to knock that place off the map? Now then! This has been a delightful conversation about essentially everything in the world. I must now go pour terrible slime down Kevin's gaping maw. But before that, be very cautious during tonight's interrogation. I'm sure everything will go well. Just remember, even a feeble opportunist like Pyotr can be the death of you.
Duly noted. Underestimating any supernatural quarry is a very bad idea.
Exactly.
Yeah,
my performance in the cave
true.
is evidence of that. I am the most experienced and skilled hunter of this family. Yet, when I let my guard down, an inferior foe holds me at knife point. This is something you must truly understand.
Hunting isn't as simple as a video game or an action movie, huh?
I am not a video gamer, so this absurd language doesn't touch me. Commando is an excellent piece of cinema, so I'll say yes, you get it.
Say, what was up with those tunnels anyway?
I will tell you when you're older, by a few days at least. Because
Well, at least Big D is a man of culture for his taste in movies. Either that or he just likes looking at Arnold Schwarzenegger from the way he looked back in the 80s. That could also be a possibility too.
Of these questions.
Aw. But I guess I should probably get a move on myself. Breakfast cancelled. I've got to buy a new blender, it seems.
It does indeed seem that way, child. Want me to drive you?
I'm fine. I'll take the runabout. Less gas spent, you know.
Ah, yes, money and all that. Well, good fortune on the road, and fare thee well.
Farewell I shall.
And son, know that I am very proud of you.
Aww.
And your blender.
Thank you.
Ta-ta!
Adios!
We are in Mexico today! Damnable ignorance. Bloody bones. Mechanical monsters. Damnation.
You have listened to an audio drama by Ogre Popinang, with voice work by Thunder Psyker as Kitten and Speaker D as Big D. Artwork by Ironiroko. Soundtrack by Macker. Sound composition by Alpha Busa. Mixing by Stringstorm.
Okay.
Animation by Alpha Busa, with lead writers Speaker D and Alpha Busa, and script editing by Erndil and Oculus Imperia. Special thanks to Blessed for shitting. Portions of the materials are the copyrights and trademarks of Paradox Interactive AB and are used with permission. All rights reserved. For more information, please visit worldofdarkness.com. Visit patreon.com/alphabooza for updates every other week. Thank you for listening, and good evening.
Outro narration by Stings. Okay. Well, guys, that's it for today's video. Oh, I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Sure, it was a major dialogue between Big D and Kitten, but I get but the reason why I'm doing these videos, and I mean all of them, not just the chapters, I figured it's important to have an understanding of this series with all the context, because there might be little bits missing here and there. So, anyways, that's it for me. If you liked today's video, please leave a like, drop a comment down below. Also, please feel free to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to get notified on when I post new videos or when I go live. If I'm not live on either Twitch or Kick on Wednesday, you can catch me live on Thursday, 10 a.m. to noon specific time. Also, please feel free to let me know if you guys want me to continue the series or mix it up on certain occasions, because I'll be happy to do this series. Here is some more. Actually, I think a majority of my videos at the moment will be focused on a bunch of the parenting so far, because they're in the midst of Chapter 5. Everyone involved in the project is currently on Chapter 5, and I get the feeling there's more to come. So, you can also find me on social media. I'll leave all my links along with the original video in the description below. Until next time, see ya. See you guys later.